5 things. First, who am I? Number 2, now I'll give you the technical names for these 5 things. First thing, all knowledge in this world is only constituting of these 5 things. There is nothing out of this which is out of these 5. The Vedas talk only of these 5 things, and Ved means knowledge, and it means knowledge which is both material and spiritual. Please understand one thing. Knowledge, Veda does not mean only spiritual knowledge. Please. Ved includes material knowledge also. It includes all knowledge on earth. All the universe which you can think and which you cannot think about. It includes everything. And for your knowledge, 94% of the Vedas are lost. How many? 94. Only 6% of the Vedas are available today. Your main Upanishads, more than 65-70% are lost. They're not there. And the Puranas also which are there, I'm sorry, they are not complete. They are also not complete. So the Vedic knowledge, 94% is lost. Only 6% is available. So first thing, who am I? That is soul. Number 2, with whom to connect? God. Number 3, circumstances which are conducive. Nature. 2 types of natures, spiritual and material. Third, which acts to do? Karma. Action. 4th, 5th, when and for how long? Time. So these 5 things are known in Sanskrit as Atma, Karma, 3rd, time, 4th, nature, 5th, the controller of all this, whom we call as God. So these 5 things we have to know when we want to connect. In anything in your life also, these 5 things are important when you want to connect. When you go to talk to a person, when you go for an interview or you go to a customer, what do you explain about yourself first? You explain about yourself, right? Why are you fit for the job, or why should you be given the business? Right or wrong? First you should know about yourself, na? Then with whom you are connecting. Third, like we joke in India, selling a comb to a bald-headed person. No, not good business. You want to sell an air conditioner which only cools in the Alps. Not a right place. Sorry. 4th, you want to go and meet that person. What acts would you do to go and meet him? You barge into his office, he gets annoyed, he throws you out. Or you take an appointment first. And how do you go about it? That is karma. 5th, what time? You call him up in the night at 12:30. Hello? Or you knock on his door. This residence. It's the right time? No. All these 5 things. Very important. And these 5 things are stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Now, as we came down to this, now what I'm going to do is this, that you have been spiritual knowledge. Now I'm coming down to spiritual knowledge, and this spiritual knowledge which I'm going to give you in the next 7 days are going to be based on like education. You have been taking knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Most of us, what we have been doing is hearing something here, something there, something there. Sorry, such knowledge you can never apply in life. If I study, for example, medical books, would I become a doctor? Or I go to one university, sit there for 10 days, and then go to another university, sit there for 10 days. And like this, I go to 100 universities sitting for 10 days. And I complete my tenure. Will I become a doctor? No. By magazines, studying magazines, I don't become a doctor. In the same way, and when you don't get that knowledge, as an education. For example, I take the example of my wife. She's from South India, but she's been born and brought up in Bombay. Now, she knows Malayalam, but she can't read and write. Because she never studied it as education. She did not learn the alphabets. First, you have to learn the alphabets, then the words, then sentences, then paragraph, then essay. In the same way for spiritual life, for spiritual knowledge, you should learn from A, B, C, D. Now, first thing I explained to you why you should know about spiritual knowledge, because this knowledge which you are taking is actually big zeros till it is not connected to the number which is not a zero. Yes, there are different yogas also. They are on levels of 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. They are levels. Please understand one thing. Vedas, as I told you, talk of material education, material knowledge also. So don't think if you get material knowledge, no, I've got spiritual knowledge because it's coming from the Vedas. No, sorry, Vedas mean knowledge, and knowledge can be on lower level and higher level. There are different levels, and the same thing is Vedas. So first thing I've tried to put across to you is why take spiritual knowledge. That by adding this knowledge, all your activities will get purpose behind it. It will give you eternal happiness, it will give you peace, it will remove tension from your life. Today we are so tensed that our productivity is high or low? Low. This we have seen in students also, because I give a lot of lectures within student community also. So much of tension, productivity comes down. And that's what is happening everywhere. That means if the tension is reduced, our productivity would improve. And we have seen it. We have seen it. So spiritual knowledge tells you how to do it. Material knowledge can never tell you. One statement which I'm very against is the win-win situation. Two people can be successful, but two people cannot win. When they run in a race, actually if you want to win, what he picked up was, if you want to win in life, actually you want some others to lose. That's a very bad mentality. That is the first thing which you start with spoiling your own life. Try to be successful in life. When you try to be a winner in life, that means you want others to lose. Right or wrong? In a race, pray that everyone is successful. That means everyone completes the race. That means all of them are successful. Maybe you are running well, so you come first. But you don't want others to lose. You want to run the best way you can. The person who's also come last has also run his best race of his life. So today, everywhere, all motivational gurus and win. That means you want others to lose. Sorry, I don't want others to lose. And spirituality teaches you that how you can be successful without trying to make others lose. No, that's not a good mentality. That's a negative mentality which bounces back upon you. That winning is like a mathematics plus, I call it. Material knowledge, try to understand. Material knowledge, that plus you know, is made of how many? 2 minus. Is it right or wrong? The plus is made of, the plus add sign is made of 2 minus. And it has to break. And when it breaks, it becomes 2 minuses. You started with 1 minus, then you had 2 minuses because that you think is plus. But actually all material knowledge is like this. So we are out of the, Bhagavad Gita teaches us how to be away from minus and plus. I don't want 2 minuses in my life. You rise above, then you think that, oh my God, the next man is coming up, he may take away my business, he may take away my position. All these thoughts start coming up or not? That plus is actually, that minuses are working inside. So how that is done? That is a part of karma. That will be part of this course which we are doing this 8 days. So I'll be checking up my notes so that I don't miss anything. I'm using a laptop. In India they say, oh, you're using a laptop being a sadhu. So what's wrong? I'm saving paper. Because every time otherwise I have to prepare notes. And I waste paper, trees going down. So I use a laptop so I can prepare my notes. So I don't want anything so that we can miss anything. Now, another question. See, first I want to establish why you should come for the next 7 days. My first day, my only interest in the first day is this, why you should come for the next 7 days. First thing. Is there a difference between animals and humans? What do you say? Okay. Okay, that they don't think. What you are trying to say is that we are intelligent. That we are intelligent so that we can think. And they are not intelligent so they can't think. Or they just do their job routine job. Okay, very nice. What else? So, but there should be a difference. There should be a difference, that means. There has to be a difference. Okay. They don't keep accounting books. Yes. Animals cannot have spirituality. Okay. Anything else? They have been given janma, that is okay. But the basic fact is there is a difference between the two. Human birth is higher or not? It is higher. Okay. If it is higher, then what higher things it should do? Yes. Connect with the Creator. What about you? Okay, very nice. Yes, what does proper behavior mean? You are right. You're not wrong. You're coming close. According to dharma. Okay. Okay. Intellect. That means the humans have a higher intellect than the animals. Right? That's what you want to say? Okay. Yeah, you're right. Because animals also have intellect. That's why they can be trained. You are not wrong. What you're saying is, what all of you said was right. Now let's become more specific. I'll recite before you a shloka which will explain very clearly. Ahar nidra bhay maithunam samanyam etad pashubhir naranam dharma hi eko vishesho dharma hina te pashubhi samana. Very simple actually Sanskrit. Ahar nidra bhay maithunam cha. Eating, mating, sleeping and defending. 4 things. Eating, mating, sleeping and defending. Ahar nidra bhaye, maithunam cha, samanyam etat pashubhir naranam. These four activities are common between humans and animals. Dharma hi eko vishesho. There is only one extra qualification of a human being. He can inquire, why am I here? Who am I? What is the purpose of life? Actually, dharma means this. Please understand. I'll be talking on dharma, don't worry. I'll explain to you the word dharma. Dharma actually does not mean religion. Dharma, Sanskrit word, is totally different than what you think about. Dharma hi eko vishesho. Dharma hina te pashubi samana. If he's got no dharma, that means like a animal. The Bhagavad says, as one gentleman stated, behavior is bad, he's like an animal. It states he's just a dui pad pashu, two-legged animal. Because actually we are all species. Now what does animal and human species, as you said, one has taken birth as an animal, other has taken birth as a human being. Now what is the difference between the two? The human being is a better birth. Yes, it is a better birth. It is considered to be a great birth. It is given special importance not only for the earthly people or the earthly living beings in the whole universe. The human form of life has been given special importance. More importance than the people you worship. The devatas, the demigods. The demigods also pray to be born as human beings. They pray. So today, if you see, now let us come down for what is happening today. What are we doing in our lives? Like I said, accounting, profit and loss. Now why profit and loss? If I have profit, what will I do? Eat, mate, sleep and defend. Any fifth activity? Oh, we got big universities, MIT, Harvard, Kellogg's. For what? Eat, mate, sleep and defend? I still remember one of my cousins. I met him in Jaipur. He was in States, I'm talking about 10, 12 years back. He was in States for the last 30 years during that time also. His father was a judge in Rajasthan. So he said that if there is rebirth, I said there is rebirth. He said, then I want to be born in America. Then he said, as? What do you mean by as? As a dog in a very rich woman's house, American's house. You know why? The dog moves in the limousine. It had got collars worth 5-6 million worth of diamonds on its collar. It never touches the earth, the ground. It is every time in the lap. I said, you are absolutely right, actually. You should get that birth. My Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada used to joke. He used to say, people say, I am the master, the dog is the servant. But in the morning when you take him for a nature's call, when he stands, you also. Now who's the master and who's the servant? You are working the whole day, he's sleeping in the house. Right? You are earning and he gets the food. He doesn't have to work. Prabhupada used to say, who's a rich man? Who does not work? He's a rich man actually. Rich man is not the person who's working like an ass throughout the day and then he gets some money. That's not a rich man. Sorry. He's a worker. My Guru Maharaj used to say, a rich man is a person, what is he doing? He's playing golf in Switzerland. He's got nothing else to do. He's a rich man. So that dog is a rich man. Because the dog is not doing anything. And the person who's calling himself the master is actually his servant. I still remember in India, in Delhi, I went to a very big businessman's house and he's asking the servant. He's got a servant for the dog. Oh my God. And there's so many people. I think in States you don't have people who are servant. You have servants here. That's why in that way I say India is better. He's got a servant for the dog and he tells the servant, hey, you got the dog in the air conditioned room, na? Yes, I have taken him to the air conditioned room. He was feeling very hot. Now what do you want in life? Eating, mating, sleeping and defending? If those only 4 activities, sorry. In this human form of life, you can inquire. You see a plane flying in the air. Have you thought any time what brain that person must have had who's floated this in the air? Do you think a step further to what brain that person must have had who's floated the planets in the air? They were doing this big experiment in Switzerland, I think so, that they were making that big tunnel for Big Bang Theory, to prove that Big Bang Theory. So I was in IIT, I was basically giving a lecture in IIT Roorkee. So I was talking to those boys there. I said, if this experiment was successful, did it prove God is there or not there? So only one student said, by this it is proved that God is there. Rest of them said, no, this proves God is not there, because we can also do that Big Bang and we can come out with something like we can also make a universe. Then I asked that person who said that no, this proves that there is God. I said, you understand that? Why you are saying this? Well, then I do not know, but I feel this experiment proves that God is there. I said, I'll tell you why. There are how many people involved in doing this experiment? So it's thousands, hundred thousands of people involved, making this tunnel, making that vacuum pressure, special pressure, atmospheric pressure, those special magnetic fields. Anika, that means so much brain has gone just to get that experiment through. And they thought by Big Bang, there was no intelligence behind it, it came on its own. And you have to do so much of it. Is it logical to think like that? Then those rest of them also said, oh my God, we never thought like that. We thought if we can make it, when I got the DNA structure, so many people were after to understand that. You need so much of brains, that means the person who designed it, what about his brain? For your knowledge, Isaac Newton, 85% of his time he used to give to prove that there is God. And only 15% of his time he used to go for his experiments. And it is actually history. Because story is something which can be imagination also. But history means his story. History can never be imagination. So I'm not saying it is Newton's story, it is Newton's history. It comes there that he had a friend who was an atheist. He was also a scientist. So once he prepared a model of the universe and he had kept it in his lab, and this friend of his walked in, and he walked in, he saw this model and he asked, Isaac, who made this model? So Isaac replied, no one. This friend of his says, hey, come on, don't joke. Tell me, who made this model? He says, I'm telling you, no one made it. He says, see, this is the last time I'm going to ask you. If you don't tell me who made this model, because this is one of the best models of the universe till to date, I walk out and we are no more friends. He says, come on. For this model you say there has to be a person who's got an intelligence, but this main model, from the main thing from which this model has come, you think it has no intelligence behind it? How can you think like that also? So please, just eating, mating, sleeping and defending. My Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada actually used to call, he said people who are involved in this are nothing but royal edition of animals. Like you have 2 editions of books now. One is the normal edition, other is the special edition, hardbound, gold lettering. But what has it got inside? The same what a normal soft copy book has got. In the same way, oh, I dress up so nicely, I sleep on a bed. For your knowledge, when I joined the hotel industry in India, I had a very good experience. It actually helped me to understand life better. There was a person who used to come in every day for lunch, and he used to have cognac with warm water and honey, VSOP. And he was every day there. So once he just walked into the kitchen and he called the chef. He goes, hey chef, come here. So the chef came, he says, Mr. Patel, what happened? He says, hey, yesterday your stew was useless. So you did not like it? No, my dog did not eat it. Just, sir, don't worry, today I'll make such a stew that your dog will enjoy it. So when he went inside, he went back into the restaurant, I asked the chef, Yes, say, chef, if the dog is not feeling well, you give him the best food, he will not take. But we humans, we would take anything also. If you like something, you're not feeling well, take 1 or 2 bites, yaar, what is the problem? So how do you decide this? He said, don't say anything about his dog in front of this person. Why? He said, do you want to commit suicide? The chef asks me, do you want to commit suicide? Why? Why should I commit suicide? Well, you can. You will. And why is that? Well, if you go to his house and see how the dog lives, you will commit suicide. In your lifetime, you will not be able to get such luxury what the dog enjoys. And you noted one thing, this person comes and sits in the corner of the restaurant. And yes, the air conditioning is the least there. Yes, he's got sinus problem. He's got 2 cars, he comes in 2 cars. In one car is air conditioned in which the dog sits, and the other car he sits, because that is non-AC because of his sinus. So please make this human form of life work for you. Please, it does not mean to give up. Yoga means to add. Please understand. Yoga means to add. I started with this only. Yoga means to jodna, to add. When you add good things, when you add the right thing, automatically what will happen? The things which create suffering will go away. So this is the second point I am raising in front of you regarding this. Other thing is this, that a human can understand and plan. He starts thinking, what should I do to see that in the future also I keep getting whatever I want? And I can make such things which are permanent. He is every time planning. Is it not so? He thinks about his future. He can think about this question which I raised, flying in the air, plane, how these planets are in the air, they are with some energy. They are in the orbit due to some energy. Can energy exist without an energetic? Can power be there without powerful? Not possible. Second question. When you see a dead man and a living man, have you ever inquired what is the difference between the two? Animals don't inquire. They just smell and go away. Third, one has got life, other has got no life. You may ask why this life is there. There can be 2 answers to this question. One answer can be, there is some chemicals which are finished, like a battery. Other question is this, that something is within the body which leaves the body. I'll be talking on the soul in more detail tomorrow. And I'll be placing before you certain scientific facts as well through common sense and intuitive knowledge to prove that the soul is there. Hypothesis in science means maybe, maybe not. And science never works on maybe not. It works on maybe. So in the same way that there is something within us which leaves the body. All religions of the world agree to this. The Quran says Ruhu, the Bible talks about the soul, and the Vedas call it Atma. It is like water, Pani and Tanni. In South India they call it Tanni, water. Water in English and Pani in Hindi. Same thing with 3 names. In Urdu it is the Arabian language. Ruh, soul in English. Major religions of the world believe in this. Next question. If there is a soul, what is the connection between the soul and the Creator? Is there any relationship? Have you any time inquired about these questions? No. Why? The most important thing in life is just leading life without any purpose. I ask people, why are you leading life? To die one day? Is it not that for that we are leading life? One day we'll be dead, finished, gone. Is that life? That's why I ask one more question. If you get a chance of opening a shop From morning till evening, you earn millions of dollars. And in the evening, someone comes, all cash. You're getting cash payment, no credit cards. All cash payment comes on your counter. And in the evening, 6 o'clock, a person comes, he takes away everything. Would you like to do this business? You say, come on, are you crazy? That's what happens with us. Whatever you have done in your life, what happens? Everything left. All your attachments, all your things, all your house. Sorry, that's not only the reason that you lead life. This human form is very important. So I request you to please take it seriously. And again, repeating time and again, this is yoga, you have to add. And that is what Bhagavad Gita is talking about.
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnava Vangsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathannitam Tang Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Nitansham Bhajasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrindavan